Hey, Talent Farm. Come on inside. Please help me welcome Christin Welch.
Hello, is it on? Oh, there. Oh, okay. Hello, my name is Christin Welch. Uh, yeah, this project is technically under the name Kill the Poets. If anyone wants to search either my name or that up, you can ask me what that means after. I don't care. Um, Talk to me or don't talk to me, or whatever. Hopefully, you all get something from this. I've been doing spoken word for a few years, and then I finally decided to attempt to come into the whole music community with it all. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoy this all.
A token funeral is held. There is nothing to bury. Janie frames the snapshot. It's the only photograph of me anyone has. A circulatory system is seen by the perimeter
Hopefully I don't
fence.
go over my time, but there's
A
a
few
lot
days later,
I decided I wanted
a
to say
partially
recently.
muscled skeleton stands in the hallway and screams for a
So
moment
yeah,
before
hope you all,
finishing.
again, enjoy it.
John? Is that you?
Nations around the world still reeling from this morning's announcement, possibly the most significant event in recent history. We repeat, the Superman exists, and he is American.
They call me Dr. Manhattan. They explain the name has been chosen for the ominous associations it will raise in America's enemies. The marketing boys say I need a logo. If I'm to have a symbol, it shall be one I respect.
When your front door creaks open and your bones stagger through it and your skin has to ask, where were you? When your head and the things you run into just want to be friends, and you consume liters of liquor containing brominated vegetable, which is said to lead to schizophrenia, and the doors you open do not lead anywhere because you cannot turn keys as fast as everyone else can seem to lay bricks. Size. It does matter. Are your bones bigger than your skin, but just the right size for the bruises they leave? Is your neck too weak to stop the self-destruction? Are the voices using megaphones? Are the doors shorter than you? Are the buildings too tall on this planet for you to jump Superman? If you were born Dr. John Osterman, would it not matter? Would Mars make for better buildings? Would Enola not have burnt so bad when it soaked through their backs and brought back their buildings? With your confidence, stop looking like a ceiling with lying. Become unacceptable, especially to yourself. Would you all be yourselves? Would it matter if you are blue? Does it matter that I am? Get as angry as you want. I just use your heated words to burn circles into my forehead. See, when your metaphysicality is wavering your words on theatricality and mental incompetence is a thing you cannot even comprehend, and you stand alone, yet your biggest enemy is yourself, and you cannot determine if the meaning of meaning is the volume of the journey or the mass. I can tell you that time is irrelevant when the Stargaze gases are pulling 14 billion years of everything into now and feeding back, fed back static and lapses of an existence on a plane that does not bend, but it would not thin your puppet strings. I can tell you the suicidal tendencies are simply the urge to transcend, but I'm not sure that humanity is humane in itself. See, when I was a bridge meant to be broken, and yet I still got you to a destination you are never meant to arrive at. When an organic organism stretched lists across the particles of an omniscient self-rehabilitation center, and everything in the past rose up simultaneously, everything in the future fell down, and everything that is now sucked the air from your lungs. When the fact that you exist is a miracle, and the fact that we met is an improbable possibility, to the fact that everything you knew was a social counterfeit break your heart, or did you just stop caring because you know I would not stop replicating an infinite number of irrelevant results? And did you stop, or did you not love me back, or did you finally decide that I did not have the capacity for such a human emotion. See, I still wait long into the night for my bones to come rest. I still try to pass myself through walls that do not move for me, and I'm not sure if it's my own voice answering my questions or me reproducing my own echo, but when you left is when I finally decided that I had no point in this world only because I had no stake in it. So I wait amongst this red dust and build glass figurines in your image that you will one day call monuments or mountains or the seven wonders of the world or whatever comforts you most about my existence. I wait for you to come home. The one thing I'm so afraid to try and predict because I'm not sure it is going to happen anymore. All right, thank you very much. I'm not sure how long. I'm not sure how everything is going to run time-wise, so I'm only going to do 3 pieces because all of them have samples. Get out of your head. The next 2, I'm gonna pretty much. I don't know how I feel about a whole clapping thing and whatnot, so I'm just gonna go one to the other on this one. The first one, I just want everyone to know you're one of 2 people at one point or another. You're either someone who is there for someone else or you're someone who that person was there for. And nobody really, for the people that are there, they seem to feel hopeless and as if, like, is this going anywhere? Am I actually doing anything with myself and my time? And then on the other end, the people who are being helped one day are just going to wake up and realize that they didn't, love the people that loved them enough, that they weren't there enough for the other people and they weren't grateful. So if you are the first, batch, I want you to know that it is worth it. Always answer the phone at 3 in the morning when someone calls you because you don't want to be the call at 7 in the morning saying the phone call at 3 in the morning was going to stop a suicide or a drunk driving or anything else that led to a serious accident. If you're on the other end, please don't wake up one day and realize that you pissed everything away and that you could have had good things when you didn't. Because as people, to say, oh, we only have so many friends, and then to wake up and realize we've been hanging out with people every day for 25 years, it kind of makes us look really bad. I know personally. The second one is going to be pretty obvious of what it's about, and I hope everyone feels at least a bit moved to at least look things up, pass the message on, and try their hardest to prevent what that specific thing is going to be about. All right. Hope y'all enjoy it again.
There are loved ones in the glory whose dear forms you often miss. When you close your earthly story, will you join them in their bliss? Will the circle be unbroken by and by?
Y'all can find this song in many different versions. This specifically was taken from a recording of the game BioShock Infinite. It's a very good, yeah.
In the sky, in the sky.
When I was a kid, my grandmother faked a heart attack as a joke.
Days of childhood,
6th grade was my earliest memory of wonderment about God. I know inside that my morals could be in a better place, that I could and should be a better person, and I don't know if by standards a school bus can be considered a church, but it was the first time I really felt the want to communicate with God. Me and my mother don't talk much. Not out of dislike, we just don't. And so there are ghosts. And so there are beings in other places, like my mirror, which I finally began to look into again, and so I hope every poem to be a hymn hanging like the wrists of us as we all are fish trying to shoot ourselves inside of the barrel of hope, that I might hear something that'll bring me to where I need to be. Because if I can live with myself, then surely I can live with them. And when beds are made of pools of our past and we finally sleep sound, I hope I won't have wasted away any final moments. Will there be anyone left in the end? When I was a kid, my grandmother faked a heart attack as a joke. I freaked out. A few years ago, my great uncle found my grandmother on our couch. The hospital diagnosed her with diabetes and said that had it been another 10 minutes, she would have died. I've never been so calm in my life. My grandmother has always been an angry person, but now when she yells, I can tell it must be out of fear. When she speaks of me leaving, I can feel how it wrenches like pipes trying to fit sound too big for their bodies, like a church organ built for heaven, but by someone who does not know its distance. I'm still not sure if a school bus can be considered a church, but my truck is a sanctuary on late nights when the Jersey barriers on the side of the highway are promises that I want to make to myself. When I want an intersection to wrap around my body, I am wondering why I think about thinking about these things as if life was a faded photograph of eyes. Universe is already dead, but pulling themselves apart, trying to find the good things. But I do see the good things. My mother is not a ghost story I cringe at over fires or flashlights. My mother is incredible, and yet I know when my breath leaves me, out of distrust of my will, when a stone is to be still over my head, the single thing I will regret is that I didn't put enough effort to spend more time with her.
And you think of tearful partings when they left you here below. Will the circle be unbroken by and by?
By and by
And by
is a
is
better
a better
home awaiting
home
us all
waiting
in the
in
sky,
the sky,
in the sky.
in the sky. One by one their seats were emptied, and one by one they went away. Now the family is parted. Will it be complete one day? Will the circle be unbroken by and by? By and by is a better home awaiting in the sky, in the sky.
Forgive me for my not being able to I can't sing, I know this. There is no evil in love unless you have it backwards. You pig, you suck. Why did you hit her? Not in front of me. Never again. I won't let it be. Never again. There is no evil in love unless you have it backwards. You pig. All right, fine. Please, pay attention to the people around you. Everywhere. Oh, man. Where is it? Your black eye. Size the body of the moon lit, lick the blood from your gums. You're too pretty to spit teeth. You do not need to walk into doors. They will not open for you any further, no matter how hard the hit is. Their fist does not need to swallow your jawbone. You do not need to swallow your pride. Do not buckle when he hits you like an empty apology when you are on the ground crying. There is an ocean in your body. You are bigger than this. You hold more meaning in your wake. Your body is sacred. There is nothing he can say that will make what's inside of these temples any less holy. You are a saint and a sanctified angel. Do not hang from your own halo, your existence a canvas for worthy hands. He is not worthy. He is nothing without you. If you are strong, he will be afraid. If you smile, he will break. Do not let him scalp the parts of you that are best from your body. Do not hold strings like hands, for men made of sin. There are so much more sights your body is meant to find than the mask on your mentality. The mirror is lining when you stand and you cry over pills like water or gunpowder like makeup. You are beautiful and a savior, so put your foot down and do not stop until he is standing in the craters.
There is no evil in love unless you have it backwards. You pig, you suck. Why did you hit her? Not in front of me. Never again. I won't let it be. Never again.
Your shaking body. I can see it when anyone reaches for you. How you break like sticks and burn inside from the anxiety. You have PTSD or another personality now or night terrors. You're afraid to go to sleep because you know you can see it too, how the cigarette may have melted into your skin with embers like lips flicking, kissed your body with eyes like light, like street signs, like stars stretching out, screaming, stop, please stop. It's scratched into your ears. You're clawing at the voices, trying to scatter and light fire to their bones so that these spirits may leave. From the nights you found yourself gagging or blood hardening like the days down your shaking legs, washing away in the tub, washing away with drugs, washing away in the tub, how he tied you, how he touched you, cut you and sodomized you, how flesh ripped like moral fiber, finding beings to be demons. I can't imagine what you were seeing at night. Your mouth was so weighed down by the heavy heaving of your throat that you could not open it, not even to eat in the morning. You just lied there and cried and counted the lines in the bedposts or the tiles in the kitchen or the ways you thought you still loved him in your heart. And when you ran out of lines in the post, you turned to your hands, hoping to find an end. And when out of tiles, you began to count the drips from the sink, imagining drowning in every one. And when you ran out of reasons, you began to make up lies. You were slandered against walls like shadows from bombs. We can still see it in your skin, how you still cry over the scars. I cannot imagine what you went through, how your knees buckled or your knuckles bled or you stopped breathing or stopped believing in hope, how your clothes were ripped and beatings were buried deep beneath skin between thighs. You were so much more beautiful than you were painted. Because you are not of this man's creation. Listen to me. You are of God's. I can see it in your eyes. Please be strong. It is owed to you to know your own self-worth. So turn to counting the reasons why you still love yourself. You sick. You fuck. Why did you touch her? Not in front of me. I won't let it be. Never again. You're sick. You fuck. Why did you touch her? Never again. I won't let it be. I do apologize for the sloppiness of this, but just a little facts. Every year, intimate partner violence results in 1,200 deaths estimated, at 2 million injuries among women, 600,000 among men, and every 2 minutes someone in the U.S. is sexually assaulted. 44% of rape victims are under the age of 18, and 2 out of 3 assaults are committed by someone who knows the victim, and the amount of successful rapes outweigh attempted by almost 7% for American women, and less than half of all rapes are reported to police, which is why, unfortunately, as of, I think, roughly 2010, 97 out of every 100 rapists will never spend a day in jail. Yeah, that last part was supposed to be put together a lot better, but I suppose facts are facts. Please speak up when you feel the need to. Thank you.
Please give it up for Christin Welch.